Hello and welcome everybody to Season 13. This is going to be Round 1, so the Season 13 premiere here at Daytona Beach, Florida. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day for the race. My name is Matt Owens and I'm going to be your commentator and producer this evening. We got 75 laps here at Daytona for this evening's race with unlimited overtimes. All right, so restarts are going to be all single file this season, or at least for the time being. There is a small bug in iRacing right now. We don't know if it's 100% resolved. So until we know that, all restarts are going to be single file after the initial restart. And we are also using the brand new Gen 4 cars that just came out, I think recently, maybe the last week or so. As you can see here, so we're going to have a lot of horsepower this season. I'm sure each and every one of these guys and girls is very excited about that. As you can hear, these cars are absolutely screaming down the track. Last season we ran the ARCA cars, and that was a really big hit. Everybody really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. Those cars raced fantastic. They were quite a bit quieter than these, so you might give me a little bit here to knock the rust off and get the audio set up correctly. But anyway, so for this season, we are going to have 2 extra sets of tires, or at least tonight, 2 extra sets. And at the super speedways in 2003, which is what we're trying to emulate this season, they actually had a smaller fuel tank for strategies. So it is a 100%. 100% on fuel, but it is only a 13-gallon tank for fuel here, the super speedways. And so 2003, they ran smaller tanks for the super speedways because, for strategy reasons and things like that. So keep that in mind. They'll be able to get quite a bit more fuel mileage in all the other races this season. But last season, our guy, Zach, where did he go? Where is he at? Zach, come on. I can't, which Zach was it? Zach Patton, I think. Won the championship last season. Jack Passon won the championship last season. Here he is, getting a good look at that number 19. Ooh, he's got a red and black car this season. Gonna have to get used to all the new schemes. Oh man, these cars look great. Brings back a lot of memories watching them bounce up and down on all the bumps at Daytona, going 10 million miles an hour. We love it. So for this season, we're going to use a very similar points style as we did last season for the Premier Series. So we're using a slightly modified Winston Cup formula that they ran until the 2010s before they started doing the chase for the Cup. And the bonus points for the season, we've got 5 bonus points for leading a lap, 5 for leading the most laps, 5 for the fastest, and 5 for pole. And we're also going to do an extra 5 points for hard charger. So that should be really fun. Give guys an extra incentive. Oh my God. Someone just flipped on the back straightaway. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, love the way these cars sound. Love the look of the super speedway bodies. I'm glad that they put that in here. But yes, a little bit about me for anybody that's new. My name's Matt Owens. I'm currently enrolled in a sportscasting bachelor's degree program at Full Sail. It's all online, so I'm a full-time student at the moment. But Will Roberts, the league owner, was very generous and offered last season to allow me to broadcast. And it was a little rough to start, but we figured it out about the midway point, and well, I'm back. So sorry, you guys are going to have to deal with me for another season. Let's see if we've got anybody else out on track at the moment. As well, my AC is out, so I have a window unit in my room, so I really apologize if you guys hear like a low buzzing. Hopefully that will be rectified before next week's episode, or before next week's race. I also do Let's Plays in my own time, so that was where that came from. All right, Will's still in the pits. We're going to interview Will Roberts during the pace laps, and he's going to talk to you guys about getting the season started. And Will's also going to be our in-race reporter. So during yellows or anything like that, I'm going to bring him in the booth, completely shock him and surprise him, and hopefully he'll have some interesting things for us. If not, well, oh well. Go on board here with Lyle Swearingen. Hello, Lyle. Welcome to the season, Welcome, Fuel. If you're watching it back, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, please send me a message. Anybody, this goes for anybody. Please send me a message with the pronunciation. I really don't like to say people's names incorrectly, so it's a pet peeve of mine. I want to say it however you pronounce your name. So if you guys are new, please reach out to me on Discord or however you can and let me know how I can fix it. Got some new numbers. Jared Dixon in the 16 instead of his 43 car, so we're gonna have to get kind of used to that. Really, really beautiful LaCroix number 70 here. The Sarah Tesson. That car is looking real nice. Everybody doing some dry runs here, bringing it down pit road. We've got about 2 minutes here left in practice. So if anybody's sitting around watching, go take your breaks now and get ready to come back for qualifying. We'll ride on board with somebody during qualifying, and then once everybody's done that and we're gridded up, we'll go through the grid. But I'm going to step away just for a second to get my last break in before we start the race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end, of practice. I was trying to devour pizza, so I apologize. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and ride aboard with Zach Buchanan here. We're going to ride with the 40 car on Zach's first attempt. really like this gyro cam, especially in this car, so you guys can really see what these guys are dealing with. You can still see how they're having to saw on the wheel. You can see how bumpy the track is. I think it gives a really good example of what these guys are going through out here on track, especially during qualifying. So this is it's Daytona, so it's not, you know, super. Okay, Zach scrapes the wall just slightly. It's not super stressful. It's, you know, you can move around on this track and make up a bunch of time. So, but it's really interesting. There's a lot of different approaches to qualifying here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back and let you guys enjoy lap number 1 here, and then we will analyze lap number 2. All right, Zach coming out of turn 4, so he was riding the wall basically to gain as much speed as possible. So as you turn the wheel, naturally you're going to slow down the car. So what a lot of people like to do is ride as close to the wall as possible, and then for the first lap to build up as much speed and momentum. And then you'll see here as he's trying to ride the yellow line all the way around. To save as much time as you can. But this gyro cam gives a great shot of the angle of the banking, especially here at Daytona. It's massive. All right, good lap there from Zach, as that actually puts him on the pole for now. It quickly is taken away by Christian Kendall here in the 08 Sleep Token Chevrolet. Love that scheme, Christian. That's fantastic. Obviously, I'm a little partial to the band as well, but awesome scheme. I think Christian makes all his own schemes, so really, really solid. A lot of these guys out here, though, have a lot of really good custom schemes. Will Roberts in this number 2 as well. He also did his own scheme. All right, let's see if there's anybody else here who has not taken a lap yet. We have Sierra Cooper, who is ready to roll for their attempt. Kaylee Lee, oh, they just put a time in as well. Zach Passon also, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here with last season's champion. We are not in slow motion, ladies and gentlemen. Huh, let's see what's going on here with Zach. Riveting. Absolutely riveting, Zach. See, this guy knows how to produce for the broadcast right here. Not exactly sure what we're doing, but maybe he's trying to get the hard charger by taking the slowest lap of all time around Daytona. So we're going to just sit here with him. I know it's not exciting, but we're gonna sit here with him and see what the time is once he crosses the line here. Also, I believe this is actually Daytona 08. I think. I should have asked, so I apologize, but it didn't have the Geico restart zone there, unless they've removed it since the. Man, I cannot wait to see what this lap time is. All right, Zach Passon with the 3 minutes 18 second .954. I don't think that's going to get it done, Zach. I don't think that's going to be pole. But that is the entire qualifying session, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's funny. That was pretty funny. All right, there we go. So we'll go ahead and run through the grid for you guys. Bam. On pole, the 08 at the bottom left of your screen, and that Christian Kendall, or that that Christian Kendall Chevrolet there, that's with the sleep token sponsor. We've got Lyle Swearingen, sorry, Lyle, on his outside. And then in row number 2, Zach Buchanan in the number 40. DJ Stagner, that number 64. I'm going to go ahead and assume he's in a Chevy. Jackson Robillard in the number 98 right behind them on the inside, followed by Chad Simpson on their outside. Really nice scheme there, Chad. I like the that you just ported over that really nice scheme you had on the ARCA car over here. And then right behind them, last season's Daytona winner in that number 88, Derek Schauer on the inside, right behind the 98. Ryzen Baker on his outside in that beautiful number 77 Hot Wheels Ford Taurus. Will Roberts will be right behind them on the inside in that number 2, I believe, Chevrolet he chose, with Nicholas Sudik on his outside in that number 27 car. Ryan Kish behind them in the number 52, and I can't see what car he's got. I think he's got the Cheez-It car. And Jared Dixon in a new number 16 on the outside. Rob Kubat following them on the inside in the number 38, followed by Michael Hurley on his outside in the number 52. The number 20 of Kaylee Lee right behind them. Zach Henry on the outside in the new number 12. I believe last season was the 39. Sarah Tessum in the number 70, LaCroix Chevrolet following them. And Ty Smith right on her outside, number 81. And then we have Joseph Grijalva, I believe is how he's pronouncing that as well, in the number 22. Richard Hurst in the number 18. Evan Adams in the number 59. Ryan Potter in the number 99. Mina Diorsi, who joined us a little bit through the season last year. Following them on the inside with Zach Passon, last season's champion, getting the world record for slowest lap time in a Gen 4 car around Daytona. And then all of the other ladies and gentlemen who did not put a lap time in. So Christian Gritzko in the number 91, Noah Hogard in the 58, William Gregory in the 90, Sierra Cooper in the 57, and Charles M. Sweller in that number 39. All right, guys and girls, let's go ahead and find us a Will Roberts here. And let's go ahead and bring Will up into the booth with us and see what Will's got to say. That Will. Hello, Mr. Roberts. It's Matt Owens up in the booth. How's it going? How does the car feel? And well, tell us what's going on this season.
Well, Matt, we got 10 weeks here. We are pumped and ready to roll. Coming to the green flag here at Daytona, whatever the number is here.
75.
Cars feeling good. Yeah, 75. We're feeling good. About to hit the gas. We are ready, rocking and rolling.
Awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and throw you back down there so you can get started.
Yee, yee.
All right, Will, good luck. That's why I wanted you to get an extra pace lap, but it's all right. We'll deal with it. All right, everybody. Will Roberts, everybody. Maybe we'll hear a little bit more from him next week. All right, good luck, Will. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. All right, good start from everybody so far. Clean up front. Why is this still on? There we go. That's off. Very clean as everybody gets away well. The 08 status quo on that bottom line. Leading the field, I should say. Sorry. Woo! That crowd. Oh man, them cars are absolutely screaming. I love it. So loud. All right, very good, clean opening first lap here from everybody, keeping it very, very tidy, as they would say in Formula One. And I jinxed it immediately with a massive wreck about midfield, the number 12 car going around. I was in the middle of resetting the timing. It wasn't up to date, so let's see what happened there, guys and girls. I apologize. But that is going to be a yellow flag. All right. It started back with the 12 about mid-pack, so let's go and see what exactly went down there. All right, ladies and gents, here we go. Watch the orange car about midway through, right at the end of that first bunch of cars before everybody's trickling through. Right at the top line here. We go a little 3 wide to number 09 of the 99, but I think definitely not clear, and gets the left rear of the 12 car, turns them around just a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but definitely turns them around. Yeah, major damage for Zach Henry. Oh, and the 9 car there of Mina Diorsi not able to get through. Their cars are definitely destroyed. Oh my gosh. Many flips there from Mina as well. I don't think she'll be getting back on track. Let's see. We'll go ahead and still fixing the car. Zach Henry also fixing the car. Major damage for him. Smoke coming out of the front. That means probably a blown engine. So that is going to be the end of the day for Zach Henry for probably 30 minutes is how long it usually takes to change the engine. So yeah, Mina still as well getting fixed. Let's see if anybody else has damage. Number 39 is looking okay. Christian Gritzko looking okay in that 91. The 81 looking good. A couple cars down pit road there, looks like, coming to get some damage repaired. The 57, the 58, and the this is actually the 22 car here of Joseph Grijalva. All right, is back up front here. The 08 continues to lead, and then right behind him, Zach Buchanan is second. Back here, the number 20 car probably got some damage, or at least it looked like they were got turned into there from in that crash. So let's see. Let's take a look at their see if they got any damage going on here. Well, it's looking okay on the sides. Yeah, maybe that was just a graphical glitch there. Well, so far, so good for last season's the unluckiest driver of the season last year, number 70 car of Sarah Tussum. I'm sure I'm jinxing her, but she was in the wrong place at the wrong time all season. Nothing she did, just unlucky. So hopefully that will turn around starting this season. So far, so good, though. We'll apologize about missing that initial start there. I thought I had asked somebody, one of the admins, to add at least an extra pace lap so I could get that interview in, but that's okay. Sorry about that, guys. But keys to this race, now that we've got it started, I was going to get this right before we got the green flag. Keys to the race, survive the big one. Hopefully that was the biggest one we get. You also need to be efficient on pit road. Spend the least amount of time on pit road you can to keep that track position. Make sure you get the fuel to get to the end. You got to also, number 3, you got to make friends. At a track like this, you need somebody good pushing you, or you got to push somebody really well to get up to the front. So make some friends, not enemies. That's how you win here at Daytona. But you can also win by being really lucky too. So we didn't have 4, unfortunately. So. But yes, I did want to also go over once again. So we are going to be doing single file restarts for now. There was a glitch in iRacing when this the new car came out. It caused like the race to never go green. They just infinitely would pace around single file for some reason. I believe that's what the glitch was. But we're going to be doing this to get around that for now until we know for sure that it's fixed. Yeah, full disclosure as well. Play-by-play is not my forte or my specialty. I'm more of the on the producer side, and that's more like kind of what I want to do. But I am very much enjoying it, and I'm trying my best. I struggle at the plate tracks because there's just so much going on at all times. So apologies if the play-by-play itself sucks. But we're getting there. We're getting better. But all right, pace car is going to roll off, and Christian Kendall will lead the field to the green flag. He should have control. Be able to go as soon as he is ready. Green flag is out here. Everybody's got to stay in line until the start-finish line. Looks like we got away pretty clean. Oh, Zach Buchanan, though, going to try to make a move early here on Christian Kendall. Oh, and there's a yellow out again. Oh, what happened? What did happen? I don't see anybody wrecked. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so yes, I didn't see anybody wrecked, but this is what happened. We had a little stack up on the restart here, it looks like. Yeah, you see a major stack up there, an accordion effect. 22, the 32, oh yeah. I don't think everyone understood that Christian, or I don't know actually if a restart zone is being employed for these cars. So I apologize. I guess I should have asked. But it wasn't a restart zone back in the day. I think everybody just went on green, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it was 23 some years ago. But just a simple stack up. Doesn't look like anybody's too damaged. I think Joseph Grijalva got the most damage on that is what it looked like to me. But I think everybody's doing okay now. So just a simple stack up. All right, everybody. So take everything. Take what you learned there. And file that away. Let's not do it again. So if Christian wants to go late, that's his prerogative as the leader. We see this kind of thing happen in the Xfinity series a lot. If you guys actually are actively watching all the NASCAR series, seems to be a pretty constant issue about midway through the pack, or even 2 or 3 rows back in the Xfinity series, because everybody's too impatient. So just calm down, guys. We're on lap 7. Got a ton to go. Not even a tenth of the way through the race. Let's go back here and check. I think a couple cars are coming down for a pit stop just to check and see their damage. I really wish I had a better camera to go down pit lane. Yeah, everybody seems to be okay. Maybe we're topping off some gas. Maybe getting, probably not changing tires or anything yet. We only got 2 extra sets. Last season we had unlimited tires, but we wanted to get a little bit of strategy there. Last season we kind of a soft reboot, trying to get everybody back racing after we took some time off here at Fuel. So looks like that 12 car of Zach Henry still being worked on. He's also missing that right front, so Zach, I think you're going to need that to get back out on track, buddy. Yeah, same with the 9 of Mina Diorsi. 58's got a little bit of damage. Evan Adams, 59, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, just a little hole there, that beginning of that Noah Hogard 58. Let's see, let's look at this. Nope, wrong. Here we go. Yeah, just a little bit of damage there. Not too bad for Joe's Snowblowers, number 58. That looks like a car straight out of like NASCAR Thunder 02 or 03 or 04. One of those generic cars. Love it. That's cool. All right. Christian Kendall going to be in control again. We're all single file up across the top, so we should be getting the green flag this time. All right, so we're zoomed out. Let's see if we can get a clean restart going this time. Looks like we've got some people giving everyone plenty of space here. So 40 of Zach Buchanan getting a pretty decent jump there on the 08, but Christian definitely getting down to the bottom as soon as possible this time to protect. We got an outside lane forming, so this should be a pretty good restart. It looks like everybody in the back of the pack has gotten away well. Someone's blinking back there, but not too bad. We may end up having two packs formed here, just based on how far some of the guys were laying back. That 77 of Ryzen Baker shoving the 64, though, of oh, excuse me, just choking on some spit, of DJ Stagner. That was a Ricky Bobby moment, if you guys have seen the bloopers of Talladega Nights. Anyway, DJ Stagner is going to lead this lap. The first person outside of Christian Kendall to lead a lap. That's going to be 5 bonus points for him. All right, everybody's picking up speed now. The 08 of Christian Kendall going to go to the outside. That 88 of Derek Schauer, last season's winner here at Daytona. He knows how to get it done. Pushing him. That 77 of Ryzen Baker getting squirrely. If I'm DJ Stagner, I'm not sure I want to be getting shoved that hard this early in the race, especially with how squirrely that 77's looking. Yep, so we got 2 packs formed. Looks like there was a big enough gap some ways back on that restart that we're going to have 2 packs. But that was a pretty common thing back in the day. If you guys are old enough to remember, I remember seeing that all the time. Now Ryzen Baker going to try to lead his first lap of the day with the 40 of Zach Buchanan right on him, pushing him across the line. The 88 and the 08 going to get some momentum here, though. That backpack trying to form a single file line, it looks like, to try to catch back up to these guys. So far, so good here up front. You've got the 77 and then the 40 on the inside lane, followed by the 64. And I think that's the 27 in that blue and pink car. Yes, it is. And on the outside, you've got the 08, followed by the 52. The 40, or the 88 of Derek Schauer, actually, I'm sorry, came down in front of Ryzen Baker to try to lead a lap here. Let's see if Ryzen's able to push him across the line. I don't think he's going to have the momentum to do it this time. The 08 of Christian Kendall now leaving the 52 and the outside lane to dry so that he can come down in front of the 88. Let's see what's going on mid-pack here. Yeah, all these guys are starting to line up pretty well here. So they're starting to figure this out. They're not as far back as you would think. They are actually doing a pretty good job keeping up. So if that 12 car, or the 22 there, sorry, can actually get in line, and these guys have a pretty good shot at catching that front pack. As we see the 81 here of Ty Smith. I love the schemes that the Ty and DJ Stagner, their teammates. I've raced with them many times. Really good dudes. Ty's really good at restrictor plate racing. That's what I'll call it. So DJ Stagner actually dropping back behind Sarah Tessum there. Looked like he was letting off. Ryzen Baker, though, up at the front, could come down in front of the 08 to take the lead. He might be looking for a little bit more of a shove from the 52. The 52 is going to go down and try and get in front of the 08. Same thing with Will Roberts, just squeezing in front of Christian Kendall there. Christian and Will know each other real well as well. Good friends. Raced with each other quite a few times. The 08 of Christian Kendall, a teammate of mine when I used to race. You got that 20 of Kaylee Lee sneaking up here as well after being in that first accident. I think it looks like the 64 of DJ Stagner actually dropping back to try to lead that pack back there and maybe save a little gas. Ooh, the 88 there got a little squirrely, had to save it. Went up the track a little bit. We got 3 wide for the first time. Oh, that gets sorted out pretty quickly. Ooh, that 08, oh, getting a little bit tight. Yeah, these cars look like a handful. We're going to go on board here with the 88 of Derek Schauer where he's at. We're going to go into his cockpit and we're going to see exactly, that's not the 88. What are we doing? There we go. So you can see exactly what these guys are dealing with right now. It is a lot of work behind the wheel here at Daytona in these old 2004, 2005 Gen 4s. That is something you were not able to do with the previous Gen 4 bodies that were... Oh! Save it there. Oh man, looked like the 77 got a little squirrely as well. Yeah, that outside line is going to lose a bunch of momentum now. Christian Kendall going to have to drop back or find a way to get in line. But everybody held on really well there. Great job saving it. Man, you got the moves you got. Oh, I'm so jealous. This looks so fun. These guys are whipping the cars around all over the place. I'm loving it. As for a split second, Will Roberts was leading that bottom line. I know Will's real hungry to get up front. The 88 of Derek Schauer, though, gonna try to lead this lap, and unless the 40 of Zach Buchanan can give a good shove to that 52, it looks like this will be his lap to lead. Great job staying in front of the 2 to maintain and make sure you led that lap. Awesome job. As these guys in the front keep racing, that second pack, if you guys just stay in line, you will definitely catch these dudes. There's a couple lap cars up there. They might be, let's go check on who that is. That's Evan Adams. Yep, Evan Adams in the 59 and Michael Hurley in the 32. Not sure what happened to Michael. He's on the lead lap. Evan Adams 3 laps behind, probably was fixing damage from that restart. But Will Roberts looks like led that lap, so that's going to be another bonus point, or another 5 bonus points given out. That pack is starting to catch. So we're going to have a really big leading pack here now. 99 of Ryan Potter, the third member of that team with with Ty Smith and DJ Stagner now getting into the picture. Watch out for those 3 guys. They work really well together and are very good drivers here on the super speedways. I know Zach Buchanan wants to get up here and lead a lap and get his 5 bonus points as well. He's counting on Derek Schauer to give him a nice shove. He might be able to do it, actually. Yes, he is. He's going to lead that lap and get a bonus or get some bonus points. Yeah, this is really great to watch. Yeah, this is what super speedways used to look like. Take notes, NASCAR. Got actual passing going on. You can hear the car. You can actually hear the cars. Might help if we got the ticker back up for you guys. All right, lap number 21 here. So we got 20 laps in the books. I would assume we would be getting pretty close to stopping for fuel here soon. I was not made aware of how many laps to expect for a tank of fuel. Yeah, these cars look like a handful with how much these guys are having to saw on the wheel. The 64 there, maybe even trying to peek to the outside of the 77. As Will Roberts and one of his old teammates in the 08, Christian Kendall, are hooked up on the outside. They are probably getting a major boost from those lap cars there. They were, oh my gosh, Ryzen Baker in that 77. Really, oh, yep, there's a major crash here, major wreck on the front straightaway. That's gonna be great for Michael Hurley. He's gonna not go a lap down. Oh man. Oh, that was a big one. Hopefully that was the big one. Lap 22 is 75. We're definitely gonna have a lot of guys coming down pit road now, so let's go ahead and check out what happened, guys. All right, let's see. I know it happened. Oh, okay, we've got it. I see where it happened here. The number we're gonna go and watch the number 57 here, right behind those two blue cars with the green hoods on the outside. The 57 of Sierra Cooper just scrapes the wall, and that causes a big checkup there from the 39 right behind. Watch this. Gets a little squirrely. Gets into the wall. 39 needs a checkup and isn't able to. 57 gets loose. Oh, that was the 38. I apologize. A lot of people spinning just from trying to avoid the wreck. It looks like, though, for the most part, only one car with major damage. And that looks like the 27 of Nicholas Sudik. Unfortunate for him. Just an innocent bystander. Gets, from my point of view, the most damage. Everyone else spun out and was actually able to save it, it looks like. Yeah, awesome job there from Sierra. Yeah, the 27 of Nick Sudik, unfortunate for him. Well, that's just how it goes. Oh, he's able to get, well, the front bumper is shaking a little bit, but they were able to glue it back on, it looks like. Maybe some Scotch tape. Pit road, I think, is going to be open this time. Let's see if we got any takers for the leaders. Yeah, it looks like just about everybody's going to come down pit road as we expected. But by the time we get the green, we will be 1/3 of the way through the race. We'll see if anybody takes tires here. With as much as the cars were going, zigzagging and flying around. Yep, I don't think the 77 did. 52 and the 64, I don't think did. But I personally, I'd be taking tires here because I would assume that I might not get another chance to do so. Yeah, with as much as how like these guys were sawing on the wheel, I definitely would be taking tires for sure. But I think we're gonna pull Will back up and we're gonna ask him exactly how the car feels and how the race is going. So Will, if you're listening, get ready. Will Roberts, I got you back up here in the booth with me. This is Matt. How's it going out there, man?
Hey Matt, feeling good. Slicing and dicing a little bit. Had a few sketchy moments there, but this number 2 Epiphone Ford Taurus, it's feeling fast tonight. I think we might have one in it.
That sounds great. I'm loving the racing I'm seeing, and I hope everybody watching is as well. It looks extremely fun out there. How you said we were getting squirrely. About how many laps has it taken for the tires really, like, for you to really be able to feel it? And would you or did you take tires on that stop?
Just as a precaution, I did go ahead and take tires there. I didn't really feel it getting squirrely. It's just making a couple sketchy moves. Started to feel squirrely yet, but we only really put about 20 laps on the tires. So I think on this run, if depending how this goes, I think this is the one where we might see things start to be a little sketchy.
Yeah, I definitely would have taken tires there, assuming we're probably going to go long now, because that's usually how it works. So, but yeah, awesome job. You led a couple laps out there. How's it feel out front?
Feels good, but the runs from behind, they come quick. So you got to be watching the lanes behind you, and you got to be careful that you don't try and block a run. That train ain't stopping.
Yeah, absolutely not. Well, thanks, Will. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll get another chance to check in on you later. But good luck for the rest of the race.
Yeah, man, for sure. Thanks, Matt.
All right, everybody. That was Will Roberts. He's going to be our in-race reporter this week. We will. We're gonna kind of like float around every week. We're gonna have somebody else. So we'll interview somebody, before the race, and then we'll check in with them throughout the race. Since this is the season opener, I wanted to give Will a chance, since he's the league owner and puts all this stuff on. Thank you, Will, again. But we are now a third of the way through the race. Ryzen Baker, your leader, I would assume probably did not take tires on that stop, since Will Roberts was the leader coming in. So these front four here probably either only took 2 or none. But the lights on the pace car are out, and that means the 77 of Ryzen Baker is going to lead us to the green flag this time by. Ryzen back into in the rear end of that pace car, ready to go. All right, let's see exactly when Ryzen goes. The green flag is out. Gets a really good jump. I don't think he's going to have to worry about any momentum from the 52 here. Should be good going into turn 1 in terms of anybody trying to attempt to pass him. Got some cars peeking on the outside already. The 2 Will Roberts and the 88 of Derek Schauer. Everybody else, though, status quo at the moment. '64 of DJ Stagner going to be the first to break off the that top 3 and head to the outside, with the 08 of Christian Kendall right behind him, followed by Derek Schauer and Will Roberts on the outside. 99 of Ryan Potter, either by necessity or even attempting, going 3 wide here in the middle. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, he's going to quickly fall right back in line behind the 2 of Will Roberts. That 08 and that 64 have checked out for a second. Sure they'll be caught here in a minute, but that was a massive shove from the 08 to the 64. There's a little bit of a lag back there as well. It looks like there's a gap starting here with the 57 and the 38. Weren't able to get the best restart, but at this point, this might be where you want to be. You see Richard Hurst in this 18 car also making his way up the field. We have not seen him today. Someone else we haven't seen once the race started is last season's champion. Where is he? Number 19. Where is Zach? Apparently not connected at the moment. All right. Oh. Okay, come on now. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. 64, DJ Stagner now in the lead. Going to be leading this lap. Ooh, as the 18 has to get down to the apron there, he just decides to be safe and not jump back in front of the 20. I'm sure everyone in that lead pack really appreciates that. See, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you handle a quick mistake. You just get it handled. Oh, no, actually, something going on. Something going on here with Richard Hurst. He's falling all the way back. He's significantly off the pace here. Oh, I'm not sure exactly. Hold on one second. Let's go check and see what happened there. Maybe dealing with something or a connection issue. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, he just he popped down in the apron here, clipped the grass, and I think just to make sure, significantly slowed himself down. So really, really great heads-up driving there, though, from the 18, as long as something's not wrong. So we do have somebody tumbling down the order. Or, yeah, 16 of Jared Dixon here. Let's go check back in the lead pack. I'm not sure where the 19 is. He's not. It doesn't say he's disconnected in the session. So I'm just completely blind. Yeah. What? Okay, it's really weird. He's not in the grid here, but okay. Anyway, DJ Stagner still leading in the last couple laps. Looks like these guys are pretty much content to ride out a few extra laps here without doing too much moving around. Yeah, so this first pack is the first 16 cars. Jared Dixon has actually dropped off about 2.5 seconds from those guys. And then another 3 seconds back is going to be Sierra Cooper in this mini pack here of about 5 or 6 cars. Yep, and then Zach Henry and Mina Diorsi have not regained the race, or rejoined the race after that initial incident, so their days are definitely over. Oh wait, of Christian Kendall there thinking about going to the outside of the 64, but didn't have any help behind, so thought better of it. Now that we are in a pretty good green flag run here, and will be for a little while since all these guys have pitted and gotten their fuel, we are going to do the first turn it up of the season. So everybody go ahead and turn it up, sit back, relax. We're going to get in, right on board with some of these guys and enjoy some good old vroom vrooms. All right, so yeah, you guys can see what these guys are going through. They are sawing on the wheel constantly to try to keep these cars up from jumping out from under them. These cars are a handful, and it makes for really, really good racing, guys. I'm really thoroughly enjoying this race. And for the most part, been really, really clean. Just a couple simple mistakes. But other than that, really, really good. Really good, guys. Keep it up as we are getting really close to halfway. I think 44 on the back straightaway would be halfway technically. Or maybe when we come back around for 45. No, I'm stupid. We're just over halfway. My brain's not working. I got a 2-week-old baby in the house, and I've gotten like barely any sleep the last couple days, so I apologize for that math. That was horrible. That was horrible math, dude. What are you doing? Oh my god. Yeah, we are over halfway now, just 2 or 3 laps ago, actually, so sorry. Ryzen Baker worked his way back up to the front. Somebody's scraping the wall back there. I think that was Derek Schauer in the 88. Going to try to get right behind the 68 here and the 42 of Lyle Swearingen and Chad Simpson to try to get his momentum back and build up speed so that he doesn't get left behind. The 98, though, of Jackson Robillard, been trying to lead all day, but for some reason nobody would push him. He's finally up here to try to take the lead from Ryzen Baker. So far, on this lap, it's looking good as we are approaching that 27 car. Remember, that was in the last wreck, the only car with real significant damage. But the 08 is going to have a massive shove to the 77 here. It's going to be really hard for the 98 to lead this lap. Oh, is he able to, though? Yeah, awesome. Enough momentum there for Jackson Robillard to lead that lap and get his bonus points. So you have somebody coming off of pit road. Looked like Evan Adams back there. I couldn't tell for sure. Number 91 of Christian Gritzko as well. Been once he made it up through the field, he's been up here battling with these guys. It's like the 27 here of Nicholas Sudik trying to just stay out of everybody's way. Great job there. Great job from Nicholas. Staying out of everybody's way. Don't come down in front of that AOL car just yet. You might not have. Oh well. But for the most part, really good job there. Staying out of everybody's way, keeping it clean for the lead cars. That is a really tough position. I think everybody's been there before, especially on one of these tracks. It is very scary being that lap car. You do not. The last thing you want to do is cause a crash. Trust me, at least me. Oh, I hate being in that position. But so I've been thinking about scheme of the night, and I'll be honest, I really like that 52 Cheez-It car. That is one of my favorites in the field for sure. Let's go look at it a little bit here while we're the Ryan Kish number 52 machine. Really, really clean, buddy. I'm going to give it another couple laps, but I think it might be your night. So yeah, if anybody watching this back, bring a new paint scheme every week if you want to have a really good shot at winning paint scheme of the night. I love me a good paint scheme, so I want to give everybody and all the artists. Oh no, massive wreck with the 88 and the 2 of Will Roberts. Oh no. Oh, the yellow is out. The yellow is out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. Oh, Will. Oh, I wonder what happened there. I'm going to have to go check it out. All right, well, seems to be a theme here. This front straightaway here is probably the sketchiest part of the track pretty consistently. So let's see exactly what happened here. Yep, Will gets a little tight. Same exact thing that happened in the last crash. Unfortunately, Derek Schauer just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The 80 car, or the 90 in that AOL car, oh my God, William Gregory with an amazing avoidance. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to ride on board with him. Yeah, let's go check that out there from Williams' point of view. All right, here we go. Let's check this out from William in real time. Sees it happening. Slamming on the brakes, slamming on the brakes. Oh my gosh. Awesome job. Wow. Yeah, then I had to navigate the 88 he's completely destroyed. That's tough there for Derek Schauer, last year's opening race winner. We're going to go one more quick replay. We're going to ride on board so we can show you guys what it's like to just have something like that happen to you out of absolutely nowhere. Watch this. So yeah, real time here. We're on board with the 88 of Derek Schauer. Things are going well. Things are going well. Things are going well. Things are not going well. Race over. It's that fast. It's that fast, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a lot of people, a lot of takers on pit road, though. We're gonna catch right back up here. Sorry, Derek. I feel bad. Let's go back and see exactly who we had pitting and who did not pit. So I apologize for missing all of that. Looks like we had a pretty good mix, actually. Yep, Christian Kendall taking 4 tires again. That's what I would do. I don't care. I can make the moves on track, you know. So, do have a new leader though, Noah Hogard out front. It looks like. If we can get the camera to work. Okay, I don't know why it's showing Noah Hogard as first. Interesting. That's really weird. So it looks like Reisenbaker will still be our leader. The 52 though, Ryan Kish making a couple. Gaining a couple spots on pit road. Yeah, I'm going to have to look into exactly what happened with last season's champion. The number 19 of Zach Passon was here. I'm not sure. And he's still it's funny because he's still showing up on like with all the camera angles, but as you can see, he's not here when I try. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's really weird. I've never seen that happen. It's like he's here, but he's not here. Strange. Oh, did I just hear something? I think I just heard somebody's engine blow. Did something happen? I heard the sound effect. Yeah, now Rob, what is going on with the time? All right, I'm going to reset the timing and scoring while we're under yellow here because it is all screwed up. This is exactly what happened at Daytona at the beginning of last season. It's not as bad. Let's try this again. There we go. Sorry, yeah, my computer is it's borderline right now. I'm a student, so I'm trying to, you know, finish school and get a job so that I can buy a really nice computer. And hopefully do this a lot more in the future. But just bear with us. Any technical issues, I apologize. But for the most part, be able to get through it pretty quick. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with Richard Hurst here. I think he may have just had to disconnect or had to park it or something like that. Tough break for Richard. Yeah, Derek Schauer, last year's winner as well in the pit lane. Will Roberts without a front bumper anymore and a rear bumper. But all right, Bryson Baker in control. From a 91 car, asking to get past on the restart. These like front four cars are just going to pull away here. This is going to be an interesting restart. Not sure what happened with 91. Let's see. He's trying to recover here. May have missed a shift. Yeah, these single file restarts have not been anybody outside of the leader's friend today. Everybody trying to get a handle on it. But as you can see, massive run there in no time. So, and we're taking it apparently, and we're wrecking. We're wrecking again. The 08 of Christian Kendall turned around. Doesn't look like too much damage though. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Oh yeah, I know. I can see exactly what happened here. Yeah, this is a product of these massive runs that these guys are getting, and they just don't know what to do with them. Because we're approaching about 25 or so to go. Because watch this. So everybody stacks up behind the 40 here. And I think Christian probably has to let off. Yeah, he has to get off the gas. Oh, it actually started in front of him. With the 98 actually having to lift. And that just stacks everybody up. The 68 probably with the most damage, but Christian super lucky there. Basically just hitting the driver's side door. Not much damage. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Christian with a really good season last year after coming in about halfway through. Fantastic job, Christian, last year. But also fantastic job limiting the damage there. Ow, sorry I hit my microphone. Apologize. So I think if they're not pitting for fuel, yep, I was going to say some guys are. I wonder if some of these guys up front can make it or they think they can make it. But that also could just be for damage based on where that wreck happened. Yeah, you see these cars coming down pit road to fix some damage here. Our pole sitter, the 08. Bringing her down pit road. Yeah, this time by we're going to have 25 to go. We do have unlimited overtimes. Hopefully the drivers don't know that. Yeah, we will interview the winner of the race and hear their thoughts before we preview the rest of the season. So stick around after the end. So we've also got another season to announce to anybody that doesn't, well, obviously isn't in the Discord or the series already. But if you guys are watching, hopefully you'll be interested. Because here in a couple of weeks, we will be doing 2 races a week, Wednesday and Thursday. So stay tuned for the end of the race, and we'll talk about that. But after that early incident, Kaylee Lee up here in second. Great recovery after getting door slammed on that first incident at the very start of the race. Oh, the two of Will Roberts trying to get out in front of the pace car there to not go another lap down. And is able to do it, so Will's still on the lead lap. So currently we have the top 20 cars are all in the lead lap still. The first car one lap down is Lyle Swearingen in that 68 car. Lyle's getting some damage fixed at the moment. Nicholas, oh yeah, that front bumper's looking a lot better there in that 27 car. Also one lap down. Probably will be passing Lyle here now. Yep. So yeah, no, now Nicholas Sudik in this number 27 car is going to be our first car one lap down. So he'll be racing to get his lap back. He's looking for one more yellow to try to have another shot at winning the race. Evan Adams has had some damage fixed throughout the race, but he's only 2 laps down. Lights are out on the pace car, so this time by, Reisenbaker is going to restart in the lead, and we'll have control of the field. Coming to the line. All right, well, the last third of the race starts right now. So the aggression is going to go through the roof. Let's see if that 91 car back there is able to get a little bit better of a restart here. We'll go cockpit here for the leader. 3 flags out, and he is on the loud pedal. He's able to get up through the gears pretty well here. You see the entire pack snaking down to the bottom lane there. The clouds have appeared, and now it looks almost dark on the track. A 20 car of Kaylee Lee all in the rear end of the 77 of Reisenbaker. Trying to get some momentum to peek to the outside here, looking for the right time. They are absolutely glued together, that 20 and the 77 right now. Oh, don't get too sideways here. You'll, oh, woo. Oh, that's sketchy. Thank God they fixed that with these new bodies, because you could not bump, you couldn't do anything like this in the old Gen, quote, Gen 4 bodies. It's really, really nice to see. Yeah, the 20 car has been absolutely glued to the 77 for an entire lap now. But not able to get away from the 52 car of Ryan Kish's. Oh, something's going on in the back there. Some big checkups. The 08 of Christian Kendall, your pole sitter, trying to get through this and survive to have another shot at the win. Kaylee Lee absolutely shoving the 77. Nobody's been able to build up enough momentum on the outside to challenge just yet after about 3 laps. But look, don't look now, because Ryan Potter is attempting to build up some momentum on that outside with the 40 of Zach Buchanan and the 98 right behind him of Jackson Robillard. And they have another in the 91 of Christian Gritzko in that Best Buy car. A 32 of Michael Hurley up here as well, challenging for a top 10 after nearly going a lap down earlier in the race. So awesome, awesome recovery for him. I'm not going to talk about anyone else's luck in this top 10 or 12 here, because I don't want to announcers jinx them. But next time by, we're going to have 20 to go. So far, so good from everybody here in this front pack. Just kind of holding it down where they're at. I'm going to go ahead and say that 52, though, of Ryan Kish, that's scheme of the night, baby. That's Cheez-Its car. Yeah, that's it. I love that scheme. It's fantastic. That number font looks great, too. So, awesome job if you painted it yourself, Ryan, or if you didn't, give props to whoever did. Really clean, nice scheme. I like it a lot. Sarah Tessa moving to the outside there in front of Ryan Potter, trying to get the momentum on the outside built up, but they're just not able to do it yet. What about even number of cars here on the outside and the inside? So the 99 really, really pushing Sarah, and then number 70 LaCroix Chevrolet. '16 of Jared Dixon back in the mix. After getting a little loose on that last run and losing the pack. Yeah, this is exactly what Ryzen Baker wants. Doing a really good job sitting down there, camping the yellow line, and just leading laps. He has an amazing pusher right behind him. Kaylee, if he's able to hold on and they finish 1-2 like that, he's going to have to really give props to Kaylee for these awesome pushes since the last restart. Nobody's even been able to get close to them. They are really dominating after that last restart so far. I'll have to wait and see when Kaylee wants to make their move. Woo, 20 cars getting a little tight, Why don't we go on board with Kaylee here? See exactly what she's got going on, what she's dealing with here. Yellow's out, of course, as soon as I do that. I see some people tumbling down. We're going to go check out what happened. Oh, yeah, big crash. Oh, wow. All right, guys, here we go. Big wreck. Let's go to the chopper cam and see what happened here. I think it's going to start back here on the outside. No, we got to stack up. 16 of Jared Dixon having to get out of the gas. And the 91 just not able. Oh, fantastic defensive driving from Sarah Tessum to avoid that. Oh, my gosh. Excellent job. The 99, the 40, and the 16 all wrecked. 99 definitely getting the worst of it. Oh, yeah, the 39, the 90, the 81, the 57. Oh, no. Not able to get it slowed down enough. Yeah, big damage to the 81's rear end. Sorry, Ty, your booty's been bumped. Wow, yeah, we're gonna go on board again here. We're gonna go on board with Sarah Tessum. Awesome avoidance. Wow, fantastic. I just I can't get over the reaction time on that was excellent. We're gonna go real speed. Wow. Wow, there was some pucker factor on that one for sure. Awesome job, Sarah. Awesome job. Wow. Yeah, it looks like the 27 of Nick Sudik is going to get his lap back. The 77 of Ryzen Baker did not get the memo that we were having a lucky dog there, it looked like. But man, good job. Good job from Sarah Tessum on that wreck avoidance. See, Will is getting, he's got his front bumper fixed. And guess what? He's only one lap down. So if we have another yellow, Will very much could still be in this. Ty Smith getting his damage repaired. Jared Dixon as well. Zach Buchanan, yeah. Ooh, DJ Stagner came down pit road for some reason. Interesting. Him and Sierra Cooper with probably some fresh tires, I would say. I like that. I like that call. Christian Kendall back in the top 10 now. That's exactly what he needed. But Reisenbaker continuing to lead, trying to get that most laps led award for that extra 5 bonus points. Looking pretty good so far. But I'm going to take my last announcer's break to drink some water. I will be right back. All right, we're back. So let's go through the field real quick. So Reisenbaker currently leading. Started in 8th, had a really clean, good race. Had a couple close calls as well. The 20 of Kaylee Lee started in the back at 15th. Currently running in 2nd, doing a great job keeping the car clean and getting through that first wreck. Ryan Kish at the scheme of the night started in 11th, currently running in 3rd. Same thing. Done a really good job keeping it clean. Remember, the keys to the race were survive the big one, be efficient on pit road, and make friends. All 3 of these guys up front have done that. Ryan Grijalva as well doing a good job. Got a little damage on the front after that restart zone incident, but recovering well. Not sure that he'll have the aerodynamics to lead and win the race, but you never know. Sarah Tessum with fantastic wreck avoidance and some good luck for once, doing great. Started in the back in 17th and currently running in 5th. Christian Gritzko as well had a little hiccup on a restart recently, but he started in the back and is also up in 6th. Really good job. Jackson Robillard been up front all night. Hasn't been able to get to the lead, but more than maybe once or twice, but doing pretty good so far. Michael Hurley, after almost going a lap down, started in 14th, but he's back in 8th, and he's back in contention for the win. Christian Kendall, your pole sitter, after getting into an incident, recovering well, sitting in 9th and to round out our top 10. Chad Simpson started in 6th, but he's kept it clean all night and done a really great job. All right, the pace car should be leaving. And now it's going to be on Reisenbaker to wait for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Oh, the 20 car of Kaylee Lee going to have a little bit of a run here. We'll see if they take it. Also, I just want to say, for anyone, if I know you're a lady, I'll call you a she or a lady or whatever your pronouns would like to be. But if I'm not sure, and I'm not going to assume, I will just call you they until then, okay? So I apologize if I'm saying they until then, but I don't want to misgender anybody. So, all right, Reisenbaker doing a great job though, keeping it going. Kaylee Lee right behind him. Ryan Kish in that 52 car. Going to be looking to try to get around. Oh my God, as the 77 and the 20 get, woo, that was close. Reisenbaker with a fantastic save though. But Kaylee doing exactly what they needed to do here to try to get that 77 out front. The yellow is out again. I'm not sure. I don't see anybody. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, we got another big incident here. Let's see what happens. Three wide. Oh, I saw. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I see someone wrecking right there. What's happening here? Oh, Will! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Will, what happened? What happened, Will? Oh no! That's why. Oh, okay, it was some lap cars. Oh no! It was a push gone wrong. A push gone wrong here from the 40 car right in. Oh no! Oh, oh no, Will! It takes out Zach. Oh. Okay, I don't know what that's. Okay. Well, that's really unlucky there for Will. Wow. All right. Wow. That's really unfortunate. That was a really, really weird sequence of events there. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to Zach Passon. He put a qualifying lap in, but he's not, like, I guess he didn't start the race. I don't know. That's really weird. But yet, it's still, on ATVO here, the thing that I'm using, still shows him like I could just show his camera anytime. It's kind of weird. Maybe Zach's actually out here leading and, you know, he's hacking it or something. I don't know. But lights are out on the pace car. That was a pretty quick cleanup on that one. Ryzen Baker going to try to lead him down to the line once again. I'm gonna get those that Best Buy and those and that AOL car mixed up all season if you guys don't change, which it's fine if you don't. But they look almost the same when the camera's not right on them. All right, so for the 4th or 5th straight restart, Ryzen Baker gonna lead us to the line here. Gonna wait for Barney to wave that green flag and get us going. Really, really curious to see exactly how long Kaylee Lee is gonna stay loyal to the 77 here. You know, another really, really good push there. Gonna get away from the 52 and the 22 of Joseph Grijalva. Just to make everybody aware, that Ryan Newman scheme in that 12, that's the 22. Ooh, some squirreliness out of the 20. Yeah, these guys up front have at least 19 lap old tires. We're going to be back to like the 57 and 11th place for some fresher ones. So we'll see. Oh no! Oh no, another big shunt there. The 08 of Christian Kendall around, another big wreck. They're still wrecking. Still wrecking. Continuing to, okay, we're not, now we're done. We're done wrecking now. So Christian Kendall survives again and is able to get away with minimal damage. The second wreck today. All right, see what I said. Yellows breed yellows for sure, but these guys are getting really aggressive with their pushes. So yeah, that started with the 91 here of Christian Gritsko. Let's see exactly what happened. Oh, just not, yep, not clear. Not clear, making a really aggressive move. Gets into the 98, who just spins the 08 around. These cars look amazingly savable. I'm like, honestly, if any of those guys, if this was in the next gen, all those guys would have been wrecked. The 91 gets away pretty clean. 57, the 64 DJ Stagner, nowhere to go. Going to get a lot of damage there. .32 of Michael Hurley with some damage. Everybody else pretty much got away fairly clean. I think any time now, the gloves are definitely going to start coming off. Sorry, my dog is distracting me. She just will not eat this treat I gave her. The clouds are back out, and the shade has covered at least this entire section of the track here. But I do want to reiterate, there hasn't just been one big one, but there's been a bunch of medium ones. So my keys to the race, that one is probably not, well, obviously you got to survive them. And everybody up front, they have. But that number 3, make friends. As you guys have seen, that's been big for the 77 and the 20 to stay up front here. I'm not sure if they are actual friends or they're talking to each other or they're in the same voice chat or not, but they've worked very, very well together tonight to keep it up front on all these restarts with almost no threat from behind. So, but we're going to get the green flag here on lap number, and we'll begin lap number 68. So less than 10 to go. Effectively 7 to go at the line. So I would not expect this to be the last yellow. At least with how aggressive this last section of the race has been. Pace car is down, waiting for the green flag, and it's out. 20 and the 77 get away well, as they have all night. Big old gap to the 52 there. In fact, that might have actually been Ryan's plan to get a pretty good run. If he gets a good push from the 22, Joseph Grijalva, he will do. They might be able to make a move. Look at that 27 of Nicholas Sudik up here in 6th place after being a lap down early on, or about halfway through the race, and having major damage. The 52 of Ryan Kish making a move now. He's got Sarah Tessum in that 70 LaCroix Chevrolet right behind him. That outside, or that inside line is going to have, he left Sarah out to dry. But that inside line has some momentum, starting with the 91 there. And the 91 is going to take that momentum with the 52 here. Everybody jumping around. Lap number 69 here, nice. Let's see if somebody can make a challenge here. And don't, hey, that 08 of Christian Kendall been involved in 2 crashes. He's up here too, trying to sweep the pole and the win. It's anybody's race. This has been a fantastic race. Everybody in the camera right there has a shot to win, except for Evan Adams, because he's 2 laps down. But we love you, Evan. You do a great job. I am very curious to see how long this 20 car stays loyal to the 77. And watch out for that 81 of Ty Smith. Really aggressive driver, but makes a lot of good moves on the super speedways. Oh, it looks like Kaylee wants to jump up in front, but is not going to be able to have the room there. Either that or she was just getting really loose. Tight. But we finally have a challenge for the leader here of Ryzen Baker. That 91 and that 52 are going great on the outside. Trying to get side by side with the 77 for the first time in what seems like 20 laps or so. As coming around this time, will be 5 to go. 5 to go. .52 not going to be able to lead the lap, but second place was in front of the 20 there. We have unlimited overtimes, but if we get that white flag, the next flag will end the race. Oh no, we have some, oh, whoo. All right, we're good. Thought the 77 had disconnected there. That would have been extremely unlucky for him. Yeah, everybody kind of just status quo here. We've got pretty much even lines on both sides, so it shouldn't be a huge difference there. But someone is going to make the first move. Oh, someone has to make the first move, or the 77 is going to win this race. But the biggest gap there between the 77 and the 20 that we've seen in the last 25 laps, and the 52 of Ryan Kish leads that lap. The 91 and the 52 are clear. I would be coming down right in front of that 77. Yes, that's what they are able to do, and they actually bring that 42 of Chad Simpson along with them. They are starting to pull away with that momentum they got. Oh my gosh. That's 99 of Ryan Potter doing an amazing job of staying out of the leader's way. 77 of Ryzen Baker going to try on the outside. Kaylee Lee jumping up right behind him. Big gap now between the 22 and the 42. Oh, if I was Ryzen Baker in the 20, I would have stayed up there, because that gap would have brought those front three cars backwards. All right, 3 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 73 of 75. 52 with Ryan Kish in the lead. 91 of Christian Gritsko right behind him. 52 making a block on the 77 and is able to do it. He's going to have to commit to the outside now, because the 91 is on his inside. Chad Simpson and that 42 pushing him on the inside, with the 22 right behind them. For the 20, the 77 and the 52 have the momentum on the outside right now. The 52 of Ryan Kish kind of riding the middle. He needs to make a decision here. Oh, as he gets really loose. Oh, and they're wrecking the 77. Keep it off the wall. Oh, no. Not a ton of damage. 70 of Sarah Tessum through the grass. The 22 of Christian Gritz. I'm all mixed up. The 22, sorry, of Joseph Grijalva as well. The yellow. Apparently the yellow is not out. Why is the yellow not out? Okay, the yellow is not out. Well, Ryan Kish is still continuing to lead. I cannot believe that the yellow didn't come out there. That is extremely unlucky. Kaylee Lee in control of this can easily take the momentum and make the pass on Ryan Kish once she gets the momentum to do so. No challenge from behind. Christian Kendall with major damage. Nicholas Sudik in third. But here's the battle for the win right here between these two cars. The 52 of Ryan Kish and the Scheme of the Night. The white flag is out. Kaylee Lee just going to be patient and stay right behind him and try to make a move at her best opportunity. We'll see if she's able to do it. Trying to go high here to build up a little speed and then come right behind him, and this is where I would make it. I'd go to his inside right now. I would go to his inside right now. I don't think she's going to have the momentum, though. All right, you got to make the move here. See if Kaylee's going to force the issue or if she's okay with finishing second. She's got to try something here. Oh, a little bit of a crossover, but I think Ryan Kish is going to be able to hold her off and get the win with the Scheme of the Night at number 52. Jeez, it's Chevrolet. Only needed to lead 2 or 3 laps there at the end after a wild no yellow call there from iRacing. Wow. Awesome finish, though. Would have liked to see, I mean, I'm sure Ryan doesn't, but I would have liked to see that yellow and that was weird. To get an overtime restart there, that would have only been fair. But either way, awesome race. Great job controlling the last 2 laps there to keep Kaylee Lee behind him. Kaylee with an awesome effort and shoved the 77 of Ryzen Baker all night. Did a great job. And look at this awesome recovery for Nicholas Sudik, being wrecked, not having a front bumper, going a lap down, and still finishing in third. Christian Kendall without a front bumper finishing in fourth. So fantastic finish. Really great opening race. I'm going to take a break. We're going to watch Ryan Kish burn it down. Maybe he'll park it in the grass like Dale, but we'll be back in just a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get Ryan Kish's interview. And then we will preview the rest of the season. All right, everybody. Matt Owens back in the booth here with your winner, Ryan Kish, in the number 52 car. I don't know if you were, you probably weren't because you were busy racing, but just to let you know, you got Scheme of the Night as well. So congrats to
Oh,
winning
good.
both prizes. So you won. You won the opening race of the season. After an interesting no yellow call there from iRacing for some reason, you got the win. I'm sure you were glad to see that. But how was that last lap and a half trying to keep Kaylee behind you?
Yeah, I probably spent more time looking in the rearview mirror. Glad to hear paint scheme of the night. Shout out to Zach Passon who did the paint scheme for me. He took my very rough version and made it presentable. So shout out to him. But I mean, yeah, that last lap and a half was about 95% in the rearview mirror, trying to keep everybody behind me. Got dicey at the end. I don't know if Ryzen and I hit each other. I certainly wasn't trying to put him in the wall. I think I left enough room for him. But yeah, a wild race. I shot out to Christian Gritzko. He came up big, pushed me all the way to the front and past Ryzen. He was the only reason we were in that position in the first place. He helped me make the top line work.
Yeah, you guys were doing an amazing job riding that top line. I was waiting to see who was going to make that first move to the outside, because you were extremely patient for like the last 20-something laps behind the 20 and the 77. And what were you waiting to see to make that move, or were you just going to wait for the white if it went green?
Really just waiting for later in the race when I was more confident that somebody would come and follow me. A bunch of those late race restarts, like I had a run on the top two, but I didn't take it because I knew if I went high out of two, it was about a 0% chance that anyone would come with me, and I would find myself at the back. So really just kind of waited until the end of it, until time got low, and I kind of thought, all right, well, if nobody goes with me now, at least I finished last trying to do something. So.
Yeah, well, awesome job. You got it done tonight. I want to ask one more quick question. I have not had the pleasure of driving these new cars. How was it driving this tonight around Daytona?
The cars are fun. It's the track that gives you trouble. This old version is bumpy,
Yeah, you guys had your
especially out
hands
of
full.
four. I know in like most super speedways you try to just be as smooth as possible, but here you kind of got to get up on the wheel and put some force into it to keep it in the lane that you want to keep it. So, but they raced really well in the draft. I mean, you could make moves, you could choreograph moves, runs would come and go. Inside line was a little bit better in the corners. Outside lines had runs on corner exit. So a really fun and interesting dynamic for sure.
Yeah, it seems like it was a lot of fun to drive. I'm a little jealous of you guys, but congrats. Is there anybody you want to thank real quick before I put you back with your team so you can keep celebrating?
No, I mean, yeah, everybody in the team, it was a hell of a race. Christian, again, for helping us get to the front, and Zach for the paint scheme and a little bit of spotting. So, yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, all right. Well, awesome job. We will, hopefully we'll see you next week, and you can try to go back to back.
Absolutely. See you guys there.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, and congrats again.
Thank you.
All right. Congrats again to Ryan Kish, taking both of the prizes for tonight. Shout out to Zach Passon. I guess didn't make the race, but was able to make that really nice scheme. Apparently there was some drama there, I heard as well, between the 77 and the 52. I'm going to go take a look at that, and we'll take a look at it before we preview next week. But thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back as I go and try to fish around and see what was going on with that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I wanted to check out exactly what happened there at the end. So let's check it out. So we're riding here with the 52. Supposedly the 77 of Ryzen Baker felt like he was squeezed here. Yeah, maybe. Here, let's go. But, I mean, at this point, you've got Ryan Kish here with 30-lap-old tires. I don't know. I think, yes, he probably could have kept it closer to the yellow. He had a lot of speed here. He's obviously not going to slow down. We're coming to, like, 3 to go here. Yeah, I mean, I can see why the 77 might be annoyed, but he had the room there. He checked up, and I think that's just a racing deal. That's a racing deal for the most part. I don't see a ton wrong with that, but again, that's just my thoughts. I'm trying to take the emotion out of it as the 77 of Reisenbaker here. Can I see exactly why he's frustrated? Absolutely. He led the last 20-something laps. And he definitely got squeezed a little bit, but at the same time, he's also kind of halfway in the lane here as well. So this, in my opinion, this is a racing deal. Line him back up next week, and we'll have to try again. Yeah, I had to lift a little bit, and that's just unlucky. It's unlucky. He was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, but that's Daytona, baby. That's Daytona. Especially on old Daytona here. But want to reiterate, really good job from everybody tonight for the most part. Everybody up front kept it really clean, and it was competitive all night. So that's all I can really ask for here on the broadcast. But yeah, we'll go ahead and go over the finishing order as we watch the replay here. Go over the finishing order. So Ryan Kish, your winner, winning by just over a tenth over Kaylee Lee, and then everybody else. Nicholas Sudik, awesome comeback for Nick. Christian Kendall able to finish fourth without a front bumper after having a really up and down night. Jared Dixon with a decent finish in top 5. DJ Stagner after the wreck with just a couple to go is able to come back and finish 6th. Jackson Robillard in the 98 coming in. I can't talk. Coming home in 7th. Sierra Cooper in the 57th coming home 8th. Christian Gritzko is able to still salvage a top 10 after being involved in that wreck. Chad Simpson in the 42 to round out our top 10. Michael Hurley gets an 11th place finish after almost going a lap down. Reisenbaker, after leading a bunch of laps, at least he'll be able to get that 5 bonus points for leading the most. I'm sure he probably led the most. I don't have the exact math here. I think maybe between him or Christian Kendall at the very beginning, but Joseph Grijalva in his Fuel Premier finishing in 13th on the lead lap, so good job. Everybody else, though, involved in a wreck at some point. So Zach Buchanan coming home in 14th. Will Gregory in 15th. Ryan Potter 16th. Oh, Sarah Tessum had a great race going there, and I think she probably got the worst out of that wreck. So you can blame me, Sarah, for jinxing you and your luck the whole day. Finishes in 17th. Evan Adams in 18th. Ty Smith as well was in that wreck. 19th. Will Roberts 20th after getting absolutely destroyed in a wreck. Noah Hogard in 21st. 22nd, Charles M. Sweller. 23rd, Lyle Swearingen. 24th, Derek Schauer. 25th, Richard Hurst. 26th, Rob Kubat. 27th, Zach Henry. 28th, Mina Diorsi. And 29th, Zach Passon, who did not start. Not sure what happened there with Zach, but we do have a drop race, so good race for everybody. Well, let's look ahead to next week. Next week, guys, we are heading to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And then if you look, after that, we're going to be at Dover for 125 laps. Then the next week, July 16th, Charlotte Motor Speedway for 125 laps. That's going to be a banger. July 23rd at Michigan. July 30th at Watkins Glen. I can't wait for that one. Then to start off August, we're going to Darlington and Atlanta Motor Speedway, the quote, the old one now, the '08 version of Atlanta on August 13th. And then the final 2 races, we got Richmond Raceway. I'm excited for that, especially with these cars. That's going to be a great race. And then to finish off the season, August 27th, Auto Club for 70 laps. That's going to be fun. But the marathon race of the season is going to be at Charlotte for that 125. That's going to be quite a big race. But over on the right side of the screen, I'm pleased to announce to you guys that we are bringing back the IndyCar series here at Fuel, the Fuel World Series, starting this summer on July 10th. That's going to be on Thursday nights. We're starting in Homestead, Miami, 110 laps. I am so excited. Then we got the streets of Long Beach the following week for 40 laps. And then, of course, we got to have Indianapolis Motor Speedway for 100, going to Iowa thereafter. Then we're going to go to Portland, another great track. Oh, Michigan International Speedway should be amazing. And then Watkins Glen on August 21st. And then the finale, August 28th at Nashville Super Speedway. So, if you guys are interested, please come and join us for some open wheel action starting July 10th. I cannot wait to bring that to you guys as well. We should have some guests in the booth, and it's going to be a great time. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Congratulations to Ryan Kish again on Scheme of the Night and for the win. This is going to be that's going to be it for FRN this evening. This has been Matt Owens. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week at right around 8:20. Peace out.